Here we are again today, coming to you with another crypto project AI FET. Fetch.ai. We're coming to bring a little bit of good news to the community. So hang on and we're going to get right through this. Fetch.ai. FET, the AI agent economy, could be the bullish story for the market. Could be the bullish story the market is missing. Everybody is looking at the FET chart. We just look at the price. And I understand why FET is nowhere near its previous all-time high. The price has been beaten down. We can all agree. The AI crypto narrative isn't producing the kind of price action we saw during the last major AI run. But here's the question. What if everybody is watching the price while Fetch.ai is quietly building the infrastructure for something much bigger? Because I don't think the real FET story is simply AI crypto is going to pump again. I think the potential much bigger story is what happens when AI agents actually start spending money. And what happens if millions of autonomous agents eventually need a decentralized network where they can communicate, transact, and pay each other? That's where Fetch.ai gets interesting, y'all. We're moving from AI that talks to AI that acts. Think about how most people use artificial intelligence today. You ask ChatGPT a question, you ask an AI system to generate an image, you asked it to summarize something, but the next phase of AI isn't simply answering questions. Now, I do use AI in my videos all the time, AI every day. And I'm building a platform and it's AI trading bots. This is the new generation we are heading into. It's taking action. Imagine telling an AI, find me the cheapest flight. But instead of simply giving you a list, the AI communicates with airline agents, compares prices, negotiates options, and completes the transaction. Imagine an AI running inventory for a business. I want to stop right there. I have a trucking business, and a lot of times when you call these brokers now, used to, we get on the phone, we negotiate, me as an individual, somebody else as an individual. We go back to fours on the price of moving this freight, and then we'd come to a mutual agreement. Well, now it's that when you call, guess who you get on the other end? You negotiating with a AI agent. AI answers the phone. You give it the information. It relates back to you to the price, and it negotiates. It ain't like another human being, but you're negotiating with an AI agent, which sounds just like a real human being on the other end, but you can distinctly tell it's AI. You can almost read the emotion. You can read that a human being that's got emotions, but AI don't have emotions. And you can pick up off of this. And a lot of businesses is going through that now. It runs through the AI agent. First, then if you accept the load or whatever, then it transfers you to a live agent, a real person, and then you book the load, and that's how it works. And I see a lot of transport businesses, brokers, on the broker side of it doing this. Another AI ordering replacement products, an AI negotiating shipping. See there, I told you. Another AI handling payments, another AI searching for customers, and these agents communicate with each other automatically. That's an agent economy. And Fetch.ai has spent years building infrastructure around autonomous agents. Now look at Agentverse. Fetch.ai says its Agentverse ecosystem contains approximately 2.7 million AI agents. Stop and think about that number. We're not talking about a white paper saying one day we'll have AI agents. We're talking about infrastructure where millions of agents have already been registered. And Fetch.ai isn't stopping here. In 2026, Fetch.ai launched they launched agent launch on BNB chain. The idea is wow. AI agents can potentially launch their own token, attract supporters, and participate economically. Bet you didn't know that, did you? Fetch.ai reported more than 150,000 active agent deployments on BNB chain. That's where my bullish thesis starts becoming interesting. Because we're beginning to move from AI agents as software to AI agents as economic participants. Now, I ask the important question: if an AI agent becomes economic participants, what do they use for money? How does an anonymous agent pay another anonymous agent? How does it pay for computation? How does it pay for services? How does it interact with decentralized infrastructure? Traditional payment systems weren't designed for millions of autonomous software agents making tiny transactions with each other around the clock. Fetch AI's infrastructure was, and that's where FET comes into the picture. FET has actual utility inside the network. FET isn't supposed to exist merely so people can buy it on the exchange and hope somebody else pays more later. Fetch.ai describes FET as being used for network transaction fees, staking, AI services, and potentially agent-to-agent micropayments. That distinction matters. Ain't it amazing? Now you got humans out there. Humans has always done this, a real person. And now you got AI, you got these agents, AI agents to agents doing this and paying each other. It's just amazing. It's just crazy. That distinction matters because the strongest long-term token economics don't come from hype. They come from the demand for the underlying network. If autonomous agents increasingly use Fetch AI infrastructure, those agents potentially create economic activity. Economic activity, it creates transactions. Transactions require network resources, and FET is positioned inside that system. That's the bull case. Think about what happens at scale. One AI agent making a transaction doesn't matter. 10 agents don't matter. Even 10,000 probably aren't going to fundamentally transform FET demand. But what happens if anonymous agents eventually number into millions and they're not making one transaction? They're operating 24 hours a day. Imagine millions of software agents communicating with one another. They buying the services, they're selling the services, and they paying for computation, accessing data, completing transactions, coordinating tasks, and interacting without a human manual approving every single transaction. Now, you're talking about an entirely different kind of digital economy. Humans sleep, AI agents don't. They don't take breaks. They don't need vacations. They don't need health care. Think about that. That's why the current price could be deceiving. The market tends to price narratives before adoption. Then eventually it demands results. FET experienced the AI narrative. The price exploded, then the hype cooled off. Now the market is asking, okay, show me what you've actually built. And that could be exactly where the opportunity begins. Because FET AI now has to move from narrative to usage. If the ecosystem fails to attract real users and real economic activity, then a low FET price doesn't automatically make it cheap. But if Agentverse, ASI, one and the broader agent infrastructure begins producing meaningful economic activity, then today's valuation could look completely different in hindsight. ASI one makes this even more interesting. Fetch.ai isn't just building a developer infrastructure; it's also building ASI1. The idea is to create personal AI capable of doing more than simply answering questions. Fetch describes ASI1 around AI agents that can collaborate and perform tasks for users. I've already seen this movie. This is already happening. That's important because normal people don't want to learn how to program anonymous agents. They want to say, do this for me, and that's true, and have AI figure out the rest. That's where mass adoption could come from. Technology disappears into the background. The user sees an AI assistant. Behind the assistant could be multiple specialized agents communicating and performing different parts of the task. And Fetch is building the developer side too. There's Agentverse, there's U agents, there's ASI1, there's Fetch blockchain infrastructure, there's the ASI wallet, there's agent launch, and it's AI model development. This is why I don't think Fetch.ai should be evaluated simply as another AI cryptocurrency. I don't. I really don't. They're attempting to build multiple layers of autonomous agent economy. And if those pieces eventually connect successfully, Fetch becomes much more interesting. Here's the real bullish FET thesis. The bullish argument isn't FET used to be $3, therefore it has to go back to $3. That's terrible analysis. An old all-time high doesn't guarantee anything. We've seen that all the way through the crypto market. My bullish argument is completely different. If the market for autonomous AI agents could become dramatically larger than it is today, if Fetch.ai captures a meaningful portion of that market, and those agents use Fetch infrastructure, and that activity creates demand for network transactions, services, and economic settlement, then FET could potentially benefit from the growth of an actual machine economy. That's the bet I'm taking. AI could create a new type of blockchain user. This is something I don't think crypto investors underestimate. We've spent years asking, how do we get another billion humans onto blockchain? Maybe that's not the only question. Maybe we should be also asking how many AI agents are coming onto the blockchain, not humans, AI agents. Because an autonomous agent can potentially generate far more transactions than a human. I might make 5 blockchain transactions next week. An AI agent operate continues could therapeutically, I can't even pronounce it, interact hundreds or thousands of times, depending on its purpose. Now multiply that by millions of agents. That's where things become interesting. The huge blockchain adoption wave might not consist entirely of humans. It could include machines, and that could change how we value FET. Right now, investors look at FET and see a cryptocurrency that's massively below its previous high. Would we not all agree? I think it's sitting about 3 cents. I will look in just a minute. But we were looking at a token that was over $3. I look at it differently. I'm asking how many agents are active, how many transactions are there agents, and this is what we need to be. Don't look at the price until you do all your research and ask these questions, and then say, you know what, this ain't sitting still. Fetch.ai is not sitting still. getting in. This is not financial advice, but getting in where you can get in. How many agents are active? How many transactions are those agents creating? How many developers are building? How much economic activity is flowing through Agentverse? And how much FET utility is actually being generated? How many businesses are developing agents? Is ASI1 gaining users? And most importantly, is Fetch.ai becoming infrastructure for actual autonomous economy? Those are the numbers I want to watch. The risk is real. I don't want to turn this into the blind hype. Having millions of registered agents does not automatically mean millions of economically productive agents. Okay, products can fall. Competition in AI is brutal. We've seen that centralized AI companies have enormous amounts of money. And blockchain-based AI still has to prove that decentralization provides enough value for mainstream users and businesses to care. FET also has to prove that growing usage translates into meaningful token demand. Those right there are legitimate risks. But that's exactly why the opportunity is interesting. The market isn't pricing in FET like the agent economy has already succeeded. It's pricing substantial uncertainty. My bullish FET story is, so here's what I'm watching. Not whether FET pumps 10% tomorrow. Not whether somebody on Twitter says AI season is coming. I'm watching whether Fetch.ai can turn 2.7 million registered agents into millions of economically active agents. Because if they can do that, then we're no longer talking about AI token narrative. We're talking about infrastructure underneath an emerging digital economy. An economy where software can work, software can communicate, software can provide services, software can purchase services, and potentially software can pay software. That's the part of FET AI I believe the market could be underestimated. The question is simply, it isn't simple. Recently, can FET return to its old-time high? The bigger question is, what could FET be worth if autonomous AI agent economy actually becomes real? Because if Fetch AI captures even a meaningful piece of that future, the FET story may be just getting started, and I do believe it is. This video has been brought to you for educational and informational purposes only, and I'm not a financial advisor, but I do hold FET, and I'm still accumulating. Even though we did have a recent pump on Fetch AI, I do see we pulling back. I don't know. Let me look. It might be the recent development I seen. Let's see if we got FET right here. If you want to, you can check out this is my not trading view. I used to read from Trading View, but now I have, this costs us every month, yearly, monthly, building this platform here, this chart, MCA Pro terminal chart. Just want to let you know, if once I open the gateway of memberships for marketcycleapps.com, family members is going to be able to get in on the $4.95 a month for a lifetime. And inside this membership on the website, the membership side, we have the MCA Pro Terminal. Inside the Pro MCA Terminal, we also have Supercharged. Also have building 6 trading bots. They are in test phase right now. They're going to be absolutely free for those to join. You ain't going to get this nowhere else. You're not going to be able to get this. You won't get be able to join a group and be able to use all the tools available to your trading purposes, indicators, buy and sell indicators. We building. Also, we are. This is just before being. You see, if you can see up there on the right hand side of the corner, you see red disabled, live money disabled. This is just one step away from hitting the button and going live, y'all. To be able to come on this platform and trade within this website, within the membership section, live trade. So right now, it's just live, paper, engine connected. All I got to do is flip the strip, and we're live. You hear me? And that's my plans, future. Later on in the future, to have my own member section to be able to get inside. You get alerts, free alerts, trading bot alerts, trades that I take. But right now, the bots are in testing phase, having to go through and do, after so many trades, having to go through and do small tweaking to the bots. So we got trading engines, we got trading bots, 3 trading bots and 3 trading engines. I'm got mine that I built versus the ones I had AI to build. Both of them's AI built, but you go in there and you have your own personal settings. So FET setting it 0.1533. We're sitting just above 15 cents. And just give you a rough estimate, that's FET AI was over $3. That's a 20x from here. I haven't looked at the market cap or the tokenomics of FET. I think I did. I can't remember it, bringing it back to my memory. And that's here on the website too, on the paid membership side. You can look at each token you look up. It's got the tokenomics of it. And I built something else inside the membership where you can go back and from its previous all-time high or its all-time high, it'll calculate the market cap or the market cap since the tokenomics, based on the tokenomics, where how many tokens has been released, unlocked, how many in circulation since the last all-time high or the previous all-time high, and it calculates what the market cap automatically needs to get FET back to that all-time high. So very handy stuff, man. Just I'm being straight up honest with you. Just being straight up and honest with you as I can be. Everywhere I check, everybody wants 50, 75 on up a month to be part of a group, a membership. And I just, it'll be a founding membership fee. $4.95 a month. You can pay about a year, $49.95. But I haven't opened it up yet. I'm trying to get these bots at a better winning percentage rate. They're over 50% right now, these trading bots, but I want to get them a little bit further beyond that. Because a bot don't have to win 100%. It don't have to win. It's hard. You ain't gonna find a bot that does that. But even humans can't trade at 100%. If you got if your win ratio, say, is 50, 55%, but your returns are greater. It's not losses. The way it trades it, then a 55 or 60% win rate is awesome, as long as you are making money. So think about it. I hope you enjoyed the content. Subscribe to the channel, hit that like button. And we'll, I don't think, let's see. Yeah, I was looking down there. I was like, I don't know. I'll have to see, but I think it picked it up though. I don't know. Maybe it was an old. I looked at OBS and it was showing the transcript I was reading from. But on to the next one. Y'all have a happy Sunday. God bless you.